Hi, welcome back to Waxing On Wednesday, day 2, featuring Nanci Griffith. Now, this one is a different album. Album 1, retrospective, she either wrote or co-wrote almost all the songs on there. The album we're going to look at Friday, same thing, a lot of her songs. She was known as a singer-songwriter. Today we're doing an album that is all covers, nothing written by her. And the idea was, when the album got put together, I'm just going to read down here a little bit, she wanted to look at the importance and influence of other songwriters in the shaping and inspiring her work as a songwriter. Who were the people that really made her want to do what she was doing, or to do it in the style she was doing? Who were her inspirations? Who were her idols? That's what we're looking at on here. Some of the people that she said really shaped her as a songwriter. So it's an interesting album that way, from a historical standpoint, and to understand a little bit more about where she was coming from with the writing, where she got the inspiration. Now, a lot of great people on here. We got John Prine, Gordon Lightfoot, Bob Dylan, Kate Wolf, Townes Van Zandt, another name you may remember, Tom Paxton, Woody Guthrie, Janis Ian. I mean, just a who's who of songwriters. Those aren't even scratching the surface. There were so many more, she said. I'll just give you a sample of some of the other ones she said she wished she could have included that were just as important to her. Everly Brothers, Ian Tyson, Joni Mitchell, Leonard Cohen, Judy Collins, Butch Hancock, Robert Earl Keen, Paul Simon, Jackson Browne. I mean, there's just so many. And so many of these people we've already talked about on the show. Yes, we know they're great singer-songwriters. We know they're great performers in their own right. And it's just amazing how much influence they had on what she was doing. Now, the other thing for myself as a Canadian I find interesting, here's a girl from Texas. How many of these influences are Canadian-based? Goodness gracious, we've got Gordon Lightfoot, we've got Leonard Cohen, Joni Mitchell, Ian Tyson. I don't know what to say. I mean, again, a girl from Texas, and these Canadians are influencing what she's doing. It's amazing they had that kind of reach. I really enjoyed reading that. Anyways, the idea of covers, doing other people's songs. Emmylou Harris had a quote, and I'm just going to read that one to you as well. It says, "Songs need new voices to sing them in places they have never been sung before, in order for them to stay alive." So it's not just the singer-songwriter doing other people, covering their material, sharing it with their audience, sharing it with the next audience. That's what keeps the music alive and keeps the songs alive. And that's what we're looking at on here. Guests, she had a slew of guests on this. So I don't even know if I showed you the album cover. There you go. Other voices, other rooms. First album she recorded after the MCA years. She just left. It was 1993. This one was released. Guests on this album. Again, a who's who. We got Emmylou Harris, Arlo Guthrie, Bob Dylan joining on harmonica on a tune, John Prine joining on one of the tunes he wrote, Bela Fleck on banjo, Chet Atkins on guitar, the Indio Girls on vocals. Everybody's on this album, man. And again, almost everyone on here that we've talked about, we've already featured. Okay, maybe not Bela Fleck and Chet Atkins. Not yet, but could be coming. Let's just take a look at some of the tunes. And I'll show you this one again. I've been covering them with CDs, different than the streaming. And again, you get a little background on it. We got the words, we got pictures of the songwriters. We can sing along, we got a little detail about who's playing on everything. That's the kind of information I love to have when I'm listening to music. I mean, I like to listen to it, but I also like to know the background. It's something we don't get with streaming. Keep that in mind. If you can get hard copies, that's great. Okay, so tunes on here. We've got Across the Great Divide, Kate Wolf tune. Woman of the Phoenix, Tecumseh Valley, Three Flights Up, Bob Dylan's big tune, Boots of Spanish Leather, Speed to the Sound of Loneliness with John Prine. I guess a great version of that on here. From Clare to Here, I Can't Help Wonder Where I'm Bound, Do Re Mi, the old Woody Guthrie tune. And surprisingly, Arlo is not performing on his dad's tune. He's performing on another tune on here. This Old Town, again, that's another favorite. It's just a great tune in there. Coming Down in Rain, 10 Degrees and Getting Colder, Gordon Lightfoot tune. Morning Song for Sally, Night Rider's Lament, Are You Tired of Me, Darling, Turn Around, and the old classic Whim Away. So a lot of diverse tunes, a lot of diverse writers, a lot of great influences. And again, we're just sharing that music with her audience. The things that meant a lot to her, the songs that meant a lot, influenced her writing. She's sharing those with her listeners to see give her a little background on where she came from. So it's a great album that way, an album of all covers, very unusual for a singer-songwriter, but well worth a good listen to. And again, some fun work on there. The John Prines tune where he joins in, having Bob Dylan there, having Emmylou Harris, some great guests on the album. Great one to check out. Now, all of the albums that we're featuring this week, yeah, they're available on the streaming networks. Hard copies are available. You're going to find videos on YouTube, everywhere you go. The only thing I remember, or I want you to remember, with streaming, they don't earn as much money, man. If you can buy a hard copy, do it. If you can get a little more money to the artist, that's always nice. So that's it for today. Other voices, other rooms, other voices. Truman Capote book she's holding there by the same title. Nanci Griffith. We'll see you on Friday when we're looking at one of her live albums. I hope you join us then. Till then, everybody take care. Stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.